Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Russell Does Stuff. You're watching my YouTube channel called Russell Does Stuff, and my name is Russell. I work 6 hours on Monday, 6 hours on Tuesday, and whenever I don't get finished on those 2 days due to rain or unforeseen situations, extra work and stuff, I'll take care of sometime during that week, maybe Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, maybe Friday, maybe even Saturday. I took care of a few things I needed to get done on Saturday, which was totally fine. At my age, it's hot out, and what I do is blue collar work. It's labor, and my body's wore out. So having a break from doing the extra work and what I can't get done Monday and Tuesdays, prolonging that and into further in the week, I found helps me out, and my body's not as sore, and I'm performing better. I'm a better warrior, so to speak. So over the last week, we all have Facebook, I think. Most of us have Facebook. And you might be on the community pages on Facebook for your area. And I'm on some of those community Facebook pages for a bunch of reasons. In case someone's dog runs away, we happen to see it. Someone's looking for a cow that has gotten loose, a horse that's gotten away. We've had bear sightings and stuff. It's a good Facebook page where people in the neighborhood in the surrounding areas can communicate with each other. And a lot of times they use that community Facebook page to reach out to everyone to see if somebody can help them with a need they may have. Okay. I'm a firm believer in proper planning will defeat poor performance any day of the week. It's a good community Facebook page for helping other people. But sometimes I feel it's abused and it's not used as it should be intended to use. Okay. A lot of irresponsible people out there looking for people like me and others to save them from a situation that they've gotten themselves into. I'm in the lawn and landscape and tree business. Okay. People will let their grass grow this high, and when they get a notice on the front door from the town to cut it, they have so many days to cut their grass. Wayne, get over here. Let's get a treat. Wayne wants to say hi. Come here. Everybody's been asking where Wayne's been. And Wayne spends most of his days in the house because it's hot. Wayne, come over here. Get a treat. Good boy. So, I'll give you one too. So, people reach out to business owners in the community asking for help. And they will post their requests and their needs on this Facebook page. And for years, I've been in this community 12 years, and I've been on the community site for that long. People ask for all sorts of stuff. Money, a ride to Canada, grass cutting, whatever. It's kind of entertaining. And if you can help some of those people out, there was a guy a few years ago who got a DUI, and he wasn't allowed to leave the house for whatever reason. He was asking people if someone would kindly bring him beer and cigarettes. Okay, so And people actually helped him out. They went and they bought him cigarettes and they got him the drink of his liking and brought him to him. You know, I think that's cool. You know, that's helping people out. The guy screwed up, obviously, and wasn't allowed to leave his house for whatever reason. But, you know, we all get in trouble, I guess. Everybody makes bad mistakes. And believe it or not, everybody wanted to help this guy get his cigarettes and get his beer. I'm interested in, like I said, the dogs getting out and helping people reconnect with their cattle and their horses and their animals when they get loose. But a lot of people ask for services on this site. So a few days ago, this guy named Mike, he's looking for someone with a small tractor to push these vines out of the way. No trash, no stumps. I need to store a car there, and it's approximately 11 by 18. Okay. 20 people were monitoring Facebook that day. And within a matter of like an hour, 20 people are fighting it out on who's going to help this guy whack some vines and some weeds so he can park a car in this spot. And the guy provided pictures, okay? So everybody that replied to this job offering were lawn and landscape people, okay? Somebody said via picture, I'll do it for $150. And the guy jumped on it. So he let all the 20 other people who responded to this need for action, this call to action, he let everybody know that Nick won the job and that Nick was going to take care of it for him. I ran the numbers on this, okay? It costs $25 to $35 just to drive out to somebody's house and back, all right? That's probably 3 hours of tearing up your stuff. You've got fuel for the tractor. You've got, you know, unseen issues that may happen. And the customer, maybe 6 times out of 10, is not going to be happy with the work that you did. For $150 to do what this guy needed, I don't see, I see trouble. All right, I smell trouble. Well, I wanted it this and that. You know, it's basically a land clearing job. And Nick's going to take care of this for Mr. Mike. I don't think it's a good business move. I'm making this video to try to show how you can lose money by maybe acting desperate or making bad decisions. And I think answering these requests is a bad business move. This is not going to be an existing account. This is not going to be mailbox money. This is not going to be reoccurring anything. It's, you know, it's just helping a guy out. But these guys answering these ads have just started a business and they're trying to get customers. I don't understand how 20 people are fighting it out for this. It's not viable. And then Mike, Mr. Mike, likes to let everybody know, ha ha ha, you all lost, and I'm going to give it to Nick. Now everybody's mad at Nick. All right. Poor Nick. He's going to go tear up his equipment for $150. He may profit $40 by the time he's done. Who knows? You know, it's like walking through a field full of landmines. I don't choose to do that. Okay. I don't think it's proper planning. I think it's a setup for poor performance. Okay. So it's after 5 o'clock, and I'll drink to Nick, who won the Rumble in the Jungle. Daniel posted, looking for someone to trim trees. No photos, no information, no nothing. 36 comments, 36 replies to this request. I don't know who won the job. I don't know what the job entailed. I don't know what the job looked like. Was it a $3,000 job, a $1,500 job? Most of the time, it's somebody who wants a couple branches cut back so they're not hitting the house. Will he get a reoccurring account out of Daniel? Whoever won this this little battle here to trim some trees? I don't know. They private message each other and stuff like that. And Daniel will pick someone out of the 36. I don't know. He didn't say he was looking for someone with a license or experience or anything. He's just looking for someone to trim some trees. Not a lot of information there. Lyle says, I am, capital letter, so he's using the I am of Exodus here. He's searching for somebody, and he's actually searching for God here, because I am is who the Israelites were going to trust in having Moses help him escape the Israelites. Searching for someone to clean up my flower beds and do weeding. All right. Now, I don't have an education. I don't have a lot of schooling. I read backwards and I don't know how to spell. This person here was in the same canoe I was in second grade, because this doesn't make any sense. Not many people responded to this request. I think 23 people responded to this request for this flower bed emergency here. Is it going to be a reoccurring account? I don't know. If I won the opportunity to go to that house and work on that house, I'm definitely walking around trying to upsell, all right? Because I'm not going to drive out there just to weed eat a flower bed, because I'm not going to be making any money doing that. I have no idea if Lyle found his forever person to help him with his flower beds or not. Unbelievable. Karen, she needs her lawn mowed, and she's at blah, 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 blah. I'm off blah, 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 blah. Please PM me with price and availability. No pictures of her property, nothing. She wants somebody to give her a price on cutting her lawn. She needed it done right away. I think 30 minutes this post was up. There was 8 comments. Eight comments. It was raining all day long, from morning until the next day. This request came in at 4:30 in the afternoon. I don't know how available I would make myself during. We have a hurricane out there, so we're going to have 3 or 4 days of rain. So she's pissing in the wind. Jeff, looking for somebody to cut a yard today. He doesn't even spell right or make complete sentences either, so he's probably a good friend of mine. Looking for someone to cut a yard today. Need to done today if possible. Located here. 37 people responded to that. Christopher, what's the average mowing and trimming service for a single lot with a pool and lanai per month? No pictures, no photos, no nothing. 42 people are fighting over that request for service. This is a little off track here, but Amira, she needs somebody to come and do some water heater maintenance on her water heater. She wants a recommendation. I know a lot about plumbing, and there's a subscriber who knows a lot about plumbing, and he's in the plumbing business. And he may agree with me on this. There are companies in Florida who are selling water heater maintenance programs to come every so many months and do maintenance on your water heater. There's a few companies in this town that are doing that, okay? I guess this is a new thing that water treatment and water treatment supply companies are using to add another tranche to their business. 4 comments, all by the same company. No one else responded to this ad except for one company. So after 4 comments, she picked them to go with. A friend up the road from me had some issues with his softener. They wanted to sell him hot water heater maintenance program. He didn't do it. He asked me what my opinion is, and most people don't care about what my opinion is, unless it's the air conditioner's broke and it's 98 degrees out. Then they'll listen to me. Most people don't listen to people, I find, unless it's a dire emergency. Okay, no one's asking me any health questions. Okay, they don't think that I can answer those type of questions. But when it's 90-some degrees at night, I'll get the phone call, hey, my air conditioning isn't working. But they won't listen to me about anything else. I find that interesting. It's been that way my whole life. They'll have a flat tire on their car, and I'll tell them their tire's flat. It's all right. They won't listen to me about stuff like that. But when it comes to air conditioning, people will listen. Dents, noises in their engine. Guy up the street had a knock in his Jeep. Told him what it was. What does Russell know? He ended up putting a new engine in that Jeep, and it's been in the shop for the last 2 years because it has that Jeep ticking. Beta. Hi, guys. I'm looking for a student or a young person who would like some pocket money to cut my lawn 2 to 4 times a month, depending on how much it grows. I don't see a lot of problems with this. This isn't the 70s anymore, okay? Someone gets hurt on your property, they're going to sue you. A student or a young person. Nobody answered her ad that was young or a student. She went on to say the area is not very large, it's just a normal square shape. Thank you. No young people or students answered her ad. Only business owners replied to her request for lawn care. She's looking for a good price, I guess, you know. Back then, when I was mowing lawns in the 70s, I'd mow a lawn for $5. Things are a lot more expensive now, but she's trying to skin a cat. Brianna, she also picked somebody. She's in need for an established lawn care company for routine maintenance. Looking for a set rate and someone reliable. Prefer to anyone willing to go above and beyond. She wants somebody to go above and beyond. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that means. To do a good job and then some. I don't know. Vacuum, maybe the carpet after you're done cutting her grass. I don't know. Wash her car maybe after you're done cutting the grass. I mean, after you're done cutting the grass and the bushes and edging and weed eating and blowing up, how can you go above and beyond that? She would like her first visit today. Okay. 40 people responded to her request. 40 people were willing to go above and beyond for this person. She replied she picked somebody. I'm glad I didn't respond to her request, and I'm glad it's not me. Okay. I've been around the block a few times on my bike, and I'm not interested in working for somebody who is automatically expecting people to go above and beyond for them. Sounds like she fired her last guy because she wasn't happy with what he was doing. I'm not a detective. I'm just speculating here, all right? Jill. She is looking for somebody who can clean her pool, spray her bugs, and mow her lawn. I don't know too many companies that do that all at one time. I do not spray bugs. I will not clean your swimming pool. I cannot carry all the maintenance equipment for mowing and all the equipment to clean your pool and then all the equipment to spray for bugs. I haven't checked back up on this person, but I recall that she only got lawn care responses, okay? There are a lot of lawn care businesses in my area, too many to count. And they're the ones responding to these ads. They're the one fighting over, they're fighting with each other to win Jill's work. So she's not going to find what she's looking for, okay? It's just not possible, all right? Someone who cleans swimming pools, sprays bugs, and will do the lawn and fold the laundry also. Not happening. Megan. In need of a new lawn company with no contract. Now, she fired the other guy because she just pretty much said it right there. A new guy, a new lawn guy. And I know most of these companies that are out in my area. I see them all the time. A lot of them are responsible. Okay. The grass needs to be cut during the summer every 4 days. And a lot of people complain when it gets on the 6th and 7th day, sometimes the 5th day. Well, it looks like you haven't been out here. Well, to me, this sounds like this is the situation here. She needs a new guy. He was new. The old guy was probably fed up with Megan. She didn't even spell her name right. She doesn't want a contract. Well, in the state of Florida, contracts, it's a right to work state. So you're wasting your money on paper and ink there, for one. Okay. She says, for the right person, this may come with 2 other accounts if I can actually find somebody that knows what they're doing. All right, so she's looking for somebody that knows what they're doing. Now, y'all know Russell does stuff. He knows what he's doing. All right. Russell, who's done stuff, has proven to everybody that he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't respond to this ad if you gave me money and some Steak and Shake for lunch. Not happening. I would not work for her. She fired her other guy. She's trying to bait you into thinking that she has 2 other accounts she could actually give you. But you also want somebody that knows what they're doing. Now, most of my customers treat me bad, and they look down on me. It's just lawn care. Anybody can mow a lawn. Anybody can trim a tree. Anybody can do this. Well, obviously, she doesn't think people know how to do that, all right? It does take a lot of skill to mow someone's lawn safely, all right? There's ditches. It's dangerous. You're riding around on blades spinning at a high RPM. It's it's the Evel Knievel stuff out there sometimes, So she wants someone to private message her. Not happening. I will pray for whoever works for her, and I'm glad it's not me. Lori, anyone available to mow my grass today, or preferably tomorrow? Just need a one-time cut. Standard size lot. Thank you. I think that request was up for about 30 minutes. She got 5 comments. Just one time. I mean, she probably got a notice from the county. She probably is, not mowing her lawn every 4 days. And it probably got a little too high for her mower that she got from a box store. Now she's in trouble and needs help. I wanted to mess around with everybody and tell them, I'll come mow your lawn for free. Pick me. But I'm not going to do that. Joshua, looking for some quotes on someone ripping everything out in the plant beds. I know you'll to come look, just given the pictures so you have an idea of the job. 26 people responded to this cry for help. Cry from deep into the wilderness. Oh, 26 people. There's no information here. I don't know who we picked. A lot of these people will erase their comments once they find their winner. Once again, the guy is somebody I could have been sitting next to in the 2nd grade. He can't spell. He can't make complete sentences just like me, Not worth my time. It's not a good business model to drive all the way out there. And you're spinning that wheel. You're playing that game, roulette. Make your 5 phone calls every day. You won't have to chase stuff like this. Shannon, looking to get a quote on hanging trees and bushes, cut, trim, cleaning up vines on the fence, and cutting and weed eating timely to get yard back in shape. It's time to get her yard back in shape. Like Shannon's been ignoring her yard. Maybe her boyfriend broke up with her, who knows? He took the mower with him. She needs to get her yard back in shape. Well, you get your yard back in shape, and 4 days later, with all this rain and all this heat, it looks like an overgrown abandoned house once again. So it looks like she needs regular service. So she had 24 people respond to that ad, and I was probably up 6 hours. Okay. I already know in my mind what she needs. You know, maybe her lawnmower broke. Most of these lawns out here, in a matter of three weeks, can be this high. And these mowers that homeowners have cannot cut that type of grass. It's full of moisture. It's impossible, and you just can't do it. You can raise it up as high as you can, and it's tough stuff. These people moving down here don't realize that this isn't turf. This is cow pasture grass. All right, and it gets thick and healthy during the summer. The closer to the equator you get, the harder it is to mow your grass. Lori, anyone available to mow my grass today, preferably tomorrow? I think I read her already. Bonus, I need somebody to come and cut my grass as soon as possible. 27 comments. It's been raining for 3 days. You can't mow grass in this type of weather. You'll get your mower stuck in the ditches. You'll tear up people's yards. I went to the gym today, and I was on my way home, and there was somebody out mowing on a Ferris. It looked like it was a black tire mark, black tire mark, black tire mark, black tire mark, black tire mark. Because when you run over wet grass, the color of the soil will rise to the top. So he candy striped this person's yard. I don't like to do that. It don't look good. 27 people are fighting to mow her lawn. It's thundering and lightning outside. The sky is as black as I've ever seen it. It's Armageddon in our area because of the hurricane. 27 people want to come out and mow her lawn. I have a chain that I carry with me that will pull my mower out of the ditch when it gets stuck. I hope these guys have chains on them. Ashley, looking to get a few of these palm trees put in the backyard by the pool. Any suggestion on where to get them? Now, this is a guy who was downtown in a new construction area, and he's seen a foxtail palm. He provided a picture. I don't know, foxtail was about 20 feet tall. Come here, guys. What do you see? So, get you some guard dogs. Winston! So, he made a post asking people if they knew where you could get foxtail palms from, that size. Well, you can get them from a nursery. I have a nursery that I go to when I need big trees like that. They sell them, you order them or whatever. And the last time I checked, they were about $800, $850 a piece, and you got to plant them, you got to deliver them, and all that stuff. I don't think this guy was really interested in the palms. He just was out and seen something he liked, and he wanted to put this stuff around your pool, which you don't. Foxtail branches are long and very heavy, and if they fall on your pool cage, fixing a panel in your pool screen costs a lot of money. And the hurricanes will knock that tree right into your screen 100 times out of 100. So he's not educated on what he's interested in. Some of these foxtail boots and branches can be 8 foot long, and then the branch part, the frond part of it, can be another 20 feet long. So I didn't want to. It's not my job to warn people about things. If I had commented and said, "Hey, that's not a good idea," you're putting yourself in a position where you're gonna ruin your pool cage, I would have got a lot of hate. All right. So 44 people want to help Ashley. He was a guy too. That was his name. They want to help him with his dreams here of destroying his pool cage. Bonus footage here. Holly. Hi everyone. I need a beer for this. This is something else. Holly says, "Hi everyone. I'm wondering if anyone knows of an escape room that is more than one room and doesn't want to spend a whole hour in just one room, and she wants an escape business to have more than just one room, from room to room to room." She only got 2 comments. I thought it was interesting because I'm interested in business. And people are opening up these businesses and they call them escape rooms. And you sit in a room and you figure out all the clues and stuff and check off all the boxes. I've never spent any money on that kind of stuff. If I want to go to an escape room, I'll find an abandoned construction site and I'll try to weave my way from one room to the other. I almost commented and suggested that. Save your money. There's a bunch of houses out here that aren't finished being built, and you can have all the escapism fun that you want. Interesting. More bonus footage. We're almost done. Thanks for hanging in here with me. Nicholas. So there's a kid trying to sell bug treatment on a Segway. He would not get the heck off my yard. He wouldn't leave my yard. Took me 3 times of saying no. I'm not interested. Before saying he's the only pest in my yard. The guy actually said that. I'm the only pest in your yard. Ha ha ha. That's part of his sales pitch. And then the guy started yelling at him to leave. There was a woman riding around looking for that same person the other night. She was mad at the bug guy. I guess woke up all her kids and she wasn't happy about it. So she was out on her bike riding around the neighborhood with this mean scowl on her face looking for him. This guy wanted him to get off my property. He says he's had the same problem with the solar guys, but never the exterminators before. Okay. I had a solar guy come to my house, and I was trying to talk to him and be nice to him and explain why I didn't want solar and stuff. He actually lives a town over, and he commented on this lady's, on Nicholas's, the same name as Santa Claus, Nicholas, that's St. Nicholas. He commented on someone else's comment when he said something about the solar people don't want to leave either. So, door knockers are getting heat around here. They're getting bad reputations, and people are starting to post and talk to each other on this Facebook forum. So, well, I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of it, and maybe a little bit of business advice. I'd stay clear from all this. All right. These people aren't asking for that type of help. All right. They're not in a situation where, they need cigarettes and beer because they had gotten arrested the night before. This stuff here isn't something I would use in my business model, so to speak. And if you're spending all your time trying to catch these requests, I think you're doing yourself a disservice, because you can make your 5 phone calls a day and get some real accounts. That's what I did. So, well, I was trying to have a little bit of fun here, and I think the dogs are outside barking at rabbits right now, so excuse all the noise. And I appreciate every single one of you. And if you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.